Okay, students, now we'll come to the very important topic in this chapter acoustics, which is Sabine's formula. Okay, Sabine is the name of the scientist who developed the reverberation formula to express the rise and fall of sound in an auditorium. Okay, so he developed the reverberation formula. Okay, so you know what is reverberation, right? What? The persistence of sound. ಹೌದಾ? So the reverberation formula to express the rise and fall of sound in an auditorium. So using that we can construct the a very good buildings, that those means not, which are nothing but the echoes, or which are nothing but noise, right? So we'll get a very good clear voice in that particular hall or auditorium, right? So for that Sabine developed a formula, right? So according to Sabine, the main assumptions are the average energy per unit volume is uniform. Okay, the average energy per unit volume is uniform. That is what, per unit volume, that is inside the building, if we take a unit volume space, the average energy should be uniform, which is denoted by alpha. That is the average energy is uniform, right? That is per unit volume, which is denoted by alpha. Okay, right. So the next one is what? The average, the energy is not lost in the auditorium. The energy is in the auditorium only. The energy lost is only due to the absorption of the materials of the wall and ceiling, and also due to escape through the windows and ventilators, right? Both these factors are included in term absorption of energy. Okay, so what happens to the sound energy? The sound energy was absorbed by the walls, ceiling, windows, ventilators and etc., which is termed as the absorption of energy. Okay, right. Suppose a source is producing sound continuously. What happens? The sound energy is propagated in all directions of the, right? Let sigma be the energy contained in a unit volume. The energy that is contained in a solid angle is d phi, which is equal to that is d phi, which is equal to phi, or we can say small d phi by 4 pi. Okay, the solid angle means if it is for example it is a sphere. Okay, if it is a sphere and the energy, whatever may be the energy, light energy or sound energy, whatever may be the energy, okay, it incident on this sphere. And for example, if we take a small part like this, okay, the energy reflects back from this, right? So the energy reflects back from this. Okay, it meets at one point and the angle here is called as solid angle. Okay, right. So here let the sigma be the energy contained in the unit volume, right? The energy, then the energy contained per a small part in that particular auditorium, a hall, is solid angle. That solid angle should be equal to sigma del phi by 4 pi. This is for total one and this is for a smaller part. Okay, so that's why we are writing d phi on both sides, right? So don't think this and this be equal, right? Let this energy be incident on unit surface area of the wall at an angle theta. Okay, so at an angle theta, or we can say at an angle theta, or here, okay, let this energy be incident on a unit surface area of the wall at an angle theta. Wall ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು angle theta ಮಾಡ್ಕಂತ light sound energy incident ಆಯಿತು. If the velocity of sound is v, we know velocity is v only, right? So if the velocity of sound is v, then the total energy falling per second on a unit surface area of the wall, the total energy falling per second, okay, on a unit surface area of the wall is given by sigma d phi by 4 pi into, it is making some angle, right? That angle is given by cos theta and the velocity of the sound is v. Okay, right. And phi is given already here, which is 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. Now the total energy falling per second, this is what, this is the total energy falling per second on unit surface area. Now the total energy falling per second on the wall, the total wall itself, is nothing but we have to integrate out the, so which is sigma and v by 4 pi are constants, which is cos theta d phi. Now we know phi is equal to given 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. Right? Then d phi is equal to 2 pi 1 minus cos theta is what we'll get, 1 minus cos theta as sin theta d theta. Right? By substituting this, right, what we get here is sigma v by 4 pi, okay, into 0 to pi by 2. Okay, why we are taking 0 to pi by 2? The total energy falling per second within a hemisphere, that is the what sound energy or sound waves fall the total per exactly normal on the wall. Okay, that is generalized, so which is from 0 to pi by 2 anta toganta idivi, right? 2 pi sin theta, okay, 2 pi, this is I'm sorry, this is what d phi of the 2 pi sin theta cos theta d theta. Okay, right. So now we'll write once again we'll see this. Phi is equal to 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta, d phi is equal to 2 pi sin theta, okay, this is I'm sorry, d theta. Okay, now from here sigma v by 4 pi, okay, right, cos theta cos theta d theta ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ 2 pi sin theta and into d phi. ಹೌದಾ? Right? So d phi is what? 2 pi sin d theta, that is sigma v by 4 pi integration of 0 to pi by 2 cos theta ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿವಿ, d phi ಅಲ್ಲ, d phi ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 pi sin theta d theta, 2 pi sin theta d theta. Okay, right? Okay, now we'll go with this integration part, that is which is what we get, sigma v by 4 pi integral 0 to pi by 2 2 pi sin theta cos theta, okay, d theta. Which is equal to what we get here, sigma v by 4 pi into 2 pi is constant here, 0 to pi by 2 sin theta cos theta d theta. So what we get, sigma v by this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, we'll get 2 into, right, sin theta cos theta d theta, what we get, minus cos square theta by 2. ಹೌದಾ? Integral 0 to pi by 2. If we substitute the value, sigma v by 2 into minus cos square pi by 2 by 2 minus cos square 0 by 2. ಹೌದಾ? Right. Cos square 0. Cos 0 is, that is 1 by 2. Okay. And cos square pi by 2. This is 0. ಹೌದಾ? So minus into minus is plus, we'll get 1 by 2, which is nothing but sigma v by 4. Right? Suppose now, up to here it is okay for you, right? Okay. Now, suppose alpha is the absorption coefficient of the walls. Alpha is what? Absorption coefficient of what? Walls. Okay. Alpha is the absorption coefficient of walls, that refers to the fraction of the incident energy not reflected from walls. That is, we can say alpha is the absorption coefficient of walls. Right? Okay. The amount of energy absorbed per second per unit area is now the amount of energy absorbed per second per unit area. Now ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, energy per second per unit area only, right? So we can write this as alpha sigma v by 4, and if the area of the walls is A, then this amount of energy is A alpha sigma V by 4. Okay, let capital V be the volume. Okay, right, capital V be the volume of the auditorium. The total energy, then the total energy is V into sigma. Then the rate of increase of energy is given by d by dt of V sigma. What the rate of increase of energy means, if the sound intensity increases suddenly, okay, then the rate of intensity is given by this, and we can write this V is the volume constant, right? V d sigma by dt. Okay, right, students, observe this very carefully. This Sabines formula is very important. So illivarige ನಾವು actually ಏನು ಮಾಡಿವಿ, this depends upon the 2 points, right? The average what the average intensity is uniform, right, which is sigma per unit volume, and the second one is absorption of energy d phi is given by sigma d phi by 4 pi anta. Okay, right, so d phi ಅಂಬೋದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ನಾವು per second per unit volume ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. So we want to know per second per total volume, that's why we have to integrate it. ಅಷ್ಟವರೆಗೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿವಿ. And the total energy, we can say the rate of increase in the energy is what? V d sigma by dt. Suppose the source supplies energy at the rate of q units per second, then the rate of increase of energy ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ q units of energy ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು increase ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, then the rate of increase in the energy can be given by q minus this one a alpha sigma v by 4. Okay, q energy minus this a alpha sigma v by 4. What is this a alpha sigma v by 4? The amount of energy absorbed per second. ಹೌದಾ? What is this? The amount of energy absorbed per second is this one, right? So amount of energy absorbed per second, this is total rate of increase in the energy. So the remaining or the resultant energy can be q minus a alpha sigma v by 4, right? So from this is the amount of energy increased, this is also amount of energy increased. ಹೌದಾ? Then we can write v d sigma by dt is equal to q minus a alpha sigma v by 4. ಹೌದಾ? Now we can take a alpha v. Okay, a alpha v by 4 is equal to k. For the sake of simplification say, okay, a alpha v by 4 is equal to k, and we can say k by v, that is k by v is equal to beta, and b is equal to, this is not beta, this is b is equal to q by k, which is q by k is what? A alpha v by 4. What we get? 4q by a alpha v. ಹೌದಾ? Right. So now from v dq by dt is equal to, say this is equation 3. Okay, from this equation 3, from the equation 3, okay, we can write this v dq by dt, which is equal to this, we know, right, q minus a alpha sigma v by 4 anta. Okay, from this v dq by dt can be written as q minus a alpha v by 4 is k. ಹೌದಾ? k ಇಂಟು ನಮಗೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನು ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ k, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ, k ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಡಿ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ q ಬೈ ವಿ minus k by v sigma. This is d sigma this is d sigma, no, not dq, I'm sorry, d sigma by dt is equal to q by v minus k by v. v ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ into sigma, right? Okay, now the general, this is in the form of quadratic equation, and the general equation of this solution is sigma is equal to beta plus, sorry, sigma is equal to b, okay, plus b e power minus beta into t. This is the general equation given for sigma. Okay, when this is when t is equal to 0 and sigma is equal to 0. We'll get d sigma by dt is equal to q by v minus k by v into sigma, right? And this is in the form of quadratic equation, and the general equation is given as sigma is equal to, that is alpha is equal to minus b plus or minus ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಜನರಲ್ ax plus bx square plus c ಇಂದ ax square plus bx plus c ಇಂದ ಆ ಥರ sigma is equal to b plus b e power minus bt, where t is equal to 0 and sigma is equal to 0. Consider this equation as a 4. Okay, if we consider this as 4, consider this as equation 5. Okay, right. Now from this equation 5, that is t is equal to 0, sigma is equal to 0 na, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ sigma is equal to 0. Okay, b plus b e power minus b into 0. ಹೌದಾ, what we get here, 0 is equal to b plus b into e power 0 is 1, so we'll get this. Now b is equal to minus b. ಹೌದಾ, now we can write sigma is equal to, from this, b minus small b is minus b ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ minus b e power minus beta into t, then sigma is equal to b into 1 minus e power minus b into t. ನಾವು ಈ b ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬಿನೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು b into 1 minus e power minus b into t. Now substituting the values of beta b and beta in sigma, which is equal to, okay, sigma is equal to b into, ಹೌದಾ, so b is what, right? So b is equal to, ನಮಗೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು b is equal to 4q by a alpha v ಅಂತ, ಅದೇ ಬರ್ಕಂತ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ 4q by a alpha v into ಇನ್ನೇನಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲಿ 1 minus e power minus beta. ಹೌದಾ, beta is equal to k by v ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ k is what, a alpha v by 4 by v. So what we get here is a alpha v by 4v. This is a volume, ಹೌದಾ, we'll get 4v, right? So ಅದನ್ನೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, a alpha v by 4v into t. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಥರ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಂತು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 6. Okay, now this equation 6 represents the rise of average sound energy per unit time from the time of the source commence to produce sound. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಯಿತೋ ಆವಾಗಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಂಥ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ನ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 4q by a alpha v. This is the maximum energy. Okay, if this value is negligible, then similarly after the source ceases to emit sound, the decay is sigma is equal to, that is minimum. Okay, 4q by a alpha v e power, this is not here. Okay, e power minus a alpha v by 4v into t. Okay, this is the maximum sound and this is the minimum sound, right? Now sigma is equal to, okay, 4q by a alpha v. What is 4q by a alpha v? We can write like this only, or we can write this as small sigma. Okay, e power minus a alpha v into t, that is by 4v. Okay, now this term a alpha v by 4v gives the reverberation time in the auditorium. This factor is very important. Okay, this factor is very important, which is a reverberation time in the auditorium. And if sigma naught, if we this is also, we can say this is sigma naught, which is sigma minimum ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು sigma maximum is what, here the time t is the time interval between the maximum and minimum sounds, means we can write sigma maximum, which is equal to sigma naught ಇಂಟು ಇ ಪವರ್ ಎ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬೈ 4v ಇಂಟು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ T1, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್. ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಗ್ ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಲಾಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ನಾಟ್ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ನಾಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವಿ ಬೈ 4v ಇಂಟು T1. Okay, here alpha and sigma naught change with the frequency of sound. This alpha and sigma naught will change with the frequency, okay, no problem. And sigma maximum by sigma naught will get 10 to the power of 6 value according to the experiments, right? And if we substitute, what we get, log e 10 power 6 which is equal to a alpha v by 4v into T1. This can be written as 2.303. This is 6 into log e. Right, I'm sorry. This can be written as log e means 2.303 into 10 power 6 log andre 6 ella direct barodu. You can write like this: a alpha v by 4v into what? T1. Okay, right. Now 2.303 into 6 is equal to a alpha into the velocity of sound approximately at room temperature is 332 or 350. Okay, 350 by 4v into T1. So what we want is T1 here, reverberation time alla namige bekagiddu, that is 2.303 into 6 into 4v by 350 a alpha. So by calculating this we'll get 0.158 v by a into alpha. Okay, so T1 is equal to 0.158 v by sigma a alpha. This is for the total one. So the reverberation formula according to Sabine is given by T1 is equal to 0.158 v by a alpha. Okay, this reverberation is very important. Sabine's formula is very important. Okay, what is Sabine's formula? Which gives the formula for what? Reverberation. Okay, so it depends upon two factors: average energy is uniform and absorption of the energy, and the velocity is v, volume is capital V. We have to go with solid angle, right? And that solid angle is given, and we want the total energy for the total auditorium. That's why we have to integrate it. By integrating it, we will get the reverberation time. T1 is equal to 0.158 v by a alpha. Okay, good.